Hello, welcome back. Now we are going to see about security on blockchain. Why immutable doesn't mean unbreakable. Now we are going to see about security on blockchain. Blockchain gets called unhackable all the time. It isn't. What it has is a very specific security model, and that model has clear edges. In the next 8 minutes, we will look at where blockchain security actually comes from and the four attack families that target it, two real hacks that moved billions of dollars, and the defenses that keep the system standing. By the end, you will know exactly what secure means here and what it doesn't. Now, we are going to see about three pillars where blockchain security comes from. Blockchain security isn't one mechanism, it's a three working together. Cryptography, hashing, and digital signatures makes data tamper evident. Change change one byte, the hash breaks. Decentralization means there is no single server to knock over. Thousands of copies of the ledger exist across the network. And consensus mechanism, the network only accepts a new block if the majority agrees it's valid. Pull out any of these three and the whole model weakens. Sorry, the whole model will weakens. Miss the pattern here and every attack in this video will look unrelated. There are really just different ways of attacking one of these three pillars. In this, you're seeing some picture, right? This is attack family 1, 51% attack. In diagram, the honest majority is green, greater than 50%, versus attacker majority greater than 50%. Rewriting chain, right? First attack family. We are going to see about first attack family. Take over the consensus itself. In proof of work, if one entity controls more than 50% of the network's mining power, they can outrace the honest chain, rewrite recent blocks, and double speed coins they are already sent. This isn't theoretical. Ethereum Classic was hit with 51% of attacks multiple times in 2019 and 20, losing millions of dollars each time. It's expensive on big chains like Bitcoin, where you would need billions in hardware, but on smaller chains with less mining power protecting them, it is very achievable. Now we are going to see about attack family 2, network level attacks. In the slide, it shows two icons, Sybil, many fake nodes surrounding one honest node, and Eclipse, one node isolated, all its connections attacker controlled. Okay. Second family attack the peer-to-peer network before consensus even happens. A Sybil attack floods the network with fake identities to gain disproportionate influence. An Eclipse attack is more targeted. The attacker surrounds a single victim node with malicious peers, controlling every piece of information that node sees. That victim can be fed a fake version of the blockchain or have their routing transaction silently blocked. Both attacks exploit the same weakness. Nodes have to trust whoever they are connected to, and the connections can be manipulated. Next, attack family 3. It is like a smart contract vulnerabilities. Third family and the one responsible for the biggest dollar losses. Bugs in the smart contract code itself. The most infamous pattern is reentrancy. A contract sends funds to an external address before updating its own balance. and the receiving contract calls back into the original function before that balance update happens, draining funds in a loop. Other common bugs: integer overflow and underflow, where number wraps past its limit, and access control flaws, where a function that should be restricted is left open to anyone. Unlike network attacks, these bugs live in code that developers write, which means they are preventable with the right practices, which will we get into. This is one case study, DAO hack. It comes in 2016. The clearest re-entrancy case study, the DAO, an Ethereum-based investment fund, raised over 150 million in 2016. An attacker found a re-entrancy bug in its withdrawal function and drained roughly 60 million worth of ETH before it could be stopped. That fallout was so severe that the Ethereum community made an extraordinary choice: a hard fork that efficiently reversed the theft, which is also why Ethereum and Ethereum Classic exist as two separate chains today. One bug, one fork in blockchain history. Now, next case study is exchange hacks. Now, not a very big hack targets that blockchain protocol at all. A lot of them target exchanges, which sit outside the chain. Mr. Goes lost around 850,000 bitcoins in 2014 through poor key management and security practices, and it's still one of the largest crypto losses in history. From this, we learned the lesson like that the blockchain can be perfectly secure while the software wrapped around it, like wallets, exchanges, custodians, is the weak point. Not your keys, not your coins exist as the saying for exactly this reason. So, what actually works at the protocol and code level? Multi signature wallets require multiple private keys to approve a transaction. So, one compromised key isn't enough. Formal verification mathematically proves a smart contract behaves as intended before deployment. Third party security audits, firms like Certic or Trials of Bits. It reviews the contract code line by line before launch. And bug bounty programs pay ethical hackers to find vulnerabilities before criminals do. None of these are optional extras anymore. For any contract holding real value, they are the baseline practice. The timing runs slightly tight here in a short video. At the individual level, a security comes down to key management. Hardware wallets keep private key offline. Away words generated a wallet setup should never be typed into a website or stored as a screenshot. And always verify a contract address before interacting with it. Fake token contracts that mimic real ones are the common scam. See what is that? The chain is hard to break. Everything around it is where attacks happen. The consensus mechanism securing a mature blockchain like Bitcoin, Ethereum is genuinely very hard to break. Almost every major hack you hear about, DAO, Mitgox, the rest, happened at the edges, in application code, in exchanges, in key management. Blockchain security isn't one wall, it is a chain of them, and it's the only as strong as the weakest link. Okay. In next video, we'll look at how blockchain actually stores data at scale, on-chain versus off-chain, and system like IPFS, like that and all. Thank you.